being that these videos are likely being seen by a worldwide audience, talking about how much it costs to smoke is a little bit difficult because there's great variability of how much cigarettes cost from one location to another. Right now, I think I'm living in the area of the United States where cigarettes are at its highest. Cook County, and the county that I live in, which includes Chicago, if I'm not mistaken, has the highest tax rate on cigarettes right now in the country, making cigarettes somewhere around $8 or a little bit more a pack. Now again, there's people who really, they're killing themselves with bargain rates. They may be getting them for $4 a pack and think they're doing great, or $3 a pack. But again, bottom line is whether they're killing themselves for a lot of money or for very little money, it really doesn't make a difference if you understand the implication. They really are killing themselves. Money, though, is a factor for many people, and I always tell the people, no matter what, you're spending something on cigarettes. You're paying for the cigarettes. You may be paying higher insurance premiums for the cigarettes. You may be paying higher cleaning costs for cigarettes. People who smoke, they are mucking up their paints in their house, their walls, their carpeting. These are things that often take quite a bit of money to clean up when it really comes time to do it. There's lots of little hidden expenses to being a smoker. One of the things that I suggest people do is to try to find, as one of the additional motivations when they quit, is start to stash away the money that they were spending on cigarettes. And a real good thing to do with it is you really just put this money away in some sort of fund. If you can put it in a bank and collect interest, hey, that's even better. But this should be kind of a slush fund. This should be kind of a mad money kind of fund. This should be money that if you see something in a store that you really kind of like, but it's absolutely ridiculous. There's no way for how the amount of money that you make that you should be wasting it on this kind of product. Understand something. This was cigarette money. There was nothing you were doing with that money that was as wasteful, as destructive as when you were smoking this money. I tell people if they take that money that they save in 1 year, just 1 year, and sometimes we're talking thousands of dollars that some people spend in a year on cigarettes. If they were to take that money, buy a one-way ticket to Las Vegas, or a two-way ticket, to Las Vegas, fly out there, go right to a casino, put the money down on one bet, spin the wheel, lose all of the remaining money, and again, it may be thousands we're talking about, get back on the plane, fly back home, come back with nothing. They're still ahead of the game. They didn't smoke for a year. And again, that's just an exaggeration. I don't want people with gambling problems to take that as a serious statement. I want it to be clear. What we're saying here is that money was so wasted and so destructive when you were a smoker. There's just nothing worse you were doing with it than smoking cigarettes. Meaning, if you find something you really want, hey, go for it. This is your money. I had one situation. It was a woman who I think exemplified this concept of doing something with this money. She was a cleaning lady. She made her money by cleaning other people's homes. She said there was one thing she hated doing, just despised doing, it was cleaning her own home. When she quit smoking, she was saving quite a bit of money over time here. And, I brought up this thing about doing something just totally ridiculous in a sense, but you always really wanted. Well, she realized the one thing she hated was cleaning her own home. What she did with this money, and I thought this was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. She hired herself a cleaning lady. She swore she was never cleaning her own home again for the rest of her life. And let's understand something. When you start saving cigarette spent money that was going towards cigarettes, that was a commitment that you were going to have for the rest of your life if you didn't quit smoking. Meaning this money is renewing all the time. She was spending more money on cigarettes than it would ever cost on a every other week basis to hire a cleaning lady. This lady never had to clean her house again because of her cigarette found money. This again, I think, was a brilliant usage of that money. And while some people would look at that and think, "Oh man, what a waste," no, she's got a reward. She's got a benefit. She doesn't have to do something she never wanted to do again for the rest of her life because she doesn't smoke cigarettes. And again, I thought that was just a brilliant way of handling that kind of money. Everybody has, different things that you may want to do. Many people can go on vacations every year for the rest of their life with what they were spending on cigarettes. And let's keep in mind, you have to start adjusting that amount of money you're putting away every time the cost of cigarettes go up, every time they throw a new tax on there. If you look over the history of smoking in your area, the price never went down and down and down. It didn't fluctuate up and down. Cigarettes just go up and up and up as time progresses. If you quit and you were smoking, a pack a day, and you were spending $5 a day, understand in 2 or 3 years that same addiction is probably going to cost you $6 or more a day. Well, you should still put that extra money away and have this money for usage for anything else in your life that's good, hopefully you will enjoy. This is found money that will continue to grow, continue to get bigger and bigger over your lifetime, as long as you continue to stick to your personal commitment to never take another puff.